We'll start off with Benzino, I guess, right? Might as well start off with Benzino,
Benzino
Eminem.
and Eminem.
Everybody's talking about Benzino had a ghostwriter. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I've been hearing like little whispers about this a couple days before it happened, but I just been I haven't paid attention to none of it. I haven't heard none of the songs, but then I heard the Benzino song. I was like just probably chilling or something. I turned that thing on, boy. That shit came on. I said,
Did
"What
you hear
the?"
the first one?
Nah, I didn't even hear the first one.
Oh, see, he did a Drake. He did a back to back. He did a
He did
first
a back
one.
to he did a back to back on. I didn't even hear the first
He
one.
did a first
I didn't even
one.
hear the Eminem one until like afterwards. I heard part. I listened to it after I heard Benzino's. You know what I'm saying? I didn't hear none of that. I was just out of the loop, and then I heard. All I know I didn't need to hear nothing else. I heard
Mm.
Benzino crushed Eminem. That's all
Oh,
I'm
he
saying.
crushed Shady.
Crushed him. They talking about he
Nah,
had a ghostwriter. I don't care if he had a ghostwriter or
he
not.
had several ghostwriters, man.
That's what they saying.
You don't rap for 30 years and then all of a sudden learn how to rap. Not to say that like
Yeah.
he played his part in hip hop. He was a part of the source. You
Yeah,
know what I
definitely gotta
mean?
give
Like
You gotta give Benzino his props for
Benzino
real.
did what he did in hip hop, but
Benzino been there for a long time.
lyricism, you don't be like, yo, top 5 dead or alive.
Yeah,
Zeno. Nobody.
nobody never. You know what I'm saying? He never had that kind of
You never
reputation.
heard like Hove, Jada,
Zeno.
Benzino. Like you that this is something you never heard. You never gonna hear that. Like
I'm co-signing Benzino. Back in the day, the RB was the RB, the Made Men. They was tough back
the
in the
Made
day. They
Men.
was tough back in the day.
Massachusetts?
Massachusetts, Boston. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I can't really tell you none of these songs, but you know what I'm saying. Just the fact that he's standing up. You know, at the end of the day, though, for real, much respect to Benzino. He caught a lot of flack throughout the
Nah,
past
but
couple years.
he's doing what a rapper does, and that's the part I respect.
Yeah, and then people were saying, I heard people saying Ghostwriter. I'm like, why they hating on Benzino? But then somebody said Cassidy, and the minute I heard somebody say Cassidy, I listened to it again.
I was born to do it. I spit like I'm on fluid. I wish that I get this just to respond to it.
I was like,
Definitely a lot of cadence that Cassie with a lot of
does.
rhyme patterns.
And then I actually seen him in an interview, and he said something about his boys, people in the studio. So that's like around. He was like kind of telling you he didn't write it. You know what I'm
It was like, man, we just, we all in the studio, and my boys just passing me like,
But for this, you know what I'm saying, I gotta bring my niggas with me and motivation and bounce shit off of each other. And
I was like, Zeno.
But I mean,
at the end of like I said, at the end of the day, look.
No!
At the end of the day, shouts out to Benzino. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who wrote it or what it was. He delivered it. That's all.
I'm saying he did what a rapper does is because when a rapper disses you, you're supposed to respond.
Definitely.
Period. Zeno's definitely from the, what is he? He's 58 years old. Like,
he said 58.
That's the era. Like, it don't matter. Somebody rap, you rap back.
Definitely.
I don't agree with the whole ghostwriting and all that stuff, but I mean, he know he ain't matching up with Eminem, so he just did what he did. And this culture nowadays, they accept it. So
yeah, at the end of the day, if we want to be all the way real, of course, lyrically, Eminem definitely would chew him up. He's better. He's a better lyricist. He's a better rapper altogether. You know what I'm saying? Got to give it up to Eminem. I ain't never been one of them people that act like Eminem can't rap or he don't deserve to be. You know what I'm saying? Eminem earned his spot. Like you can't even with his content. A lot of people put his content what he talks about. They can't get with it. At the end of the day, when you talk about just rapping and putting words together, he's up there with the best of them. You know what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned, I never take that away from him, no matter what. That's just how I feel about that. But that being said, Benzino chewed his ass up just now. That's what I'm rolling with.
We waiting for an M response.
If he don't respond, he's going to look real bad because he came out with that rap acting like he can just walk through and just step on Benzino and everybody's laughing and there's a little parade in the circus. Nah, this shit didn't go like that. You know what I'm saying? So now you have to respond.
So how long does he have? Because Benzino said he had 48 hours. It's too late.
It's like he already should have responded. He already should have responded.
He had other people already responding. That's not him. Other people dissing.
I did see something like that, but I ain't even have no interest in even hearing it. I don't want to see everybody come out 50 and all them. I don't want to see none of that. I want to see Eminem come back himself and rap. I don't want to see Royce the 5'9" jumping up and. I don't want to see none of that.
That's true. So even if you reignited it, especially if you reignited the beef, not even beef, but the verbal warfare, let's say.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't like Benzino hasn't been taking shots at him, but Eminem finally decided to come at him, so he should have been ready.
That's true. But yeah, you can't just be like, I'm gonna just throw a jab, and then when somebody come back with a hook and an uppercut, be like, I'm done. I'm not coming back out. Like,
I really can't really see Eminem even winning this at all because just for the simple fact that's why they be like when you're big, you're not supposed to clap back at people smaller than you because they
Right.
win just because they did something to make everybody go ooh. That enough makes them automatically be like, so it's gonna be hard for him to even come up no matter what he says.
But
You know
in
what I'm
a
saying?
sense though, it's kind of like, how would you feel if you've been rapping your whole life and then you put out a track that was fire? Everybody said it was fire, but then at the same time they were saying it was fire. They was like, you ain't write it. Like the hands down to the first thing everybody thought as soon as they
Yeah,
heard it. They
that
was
is
like, yo,
messed up.
this shit is fire. Yo, he ain't write that. Like that gotta hurt,
That
yo.
does
I don't
gotta hurt.
care.
It gotta hurt, but at the same, if this was like 20 years ago, it would probably hurt a lot more. But this day and age, everything is just so up in the air. You can it's just, I don't know, like I probably wouldn't even feel the way I felt 20 years ago. Like I'm even saying it, I don't even care if he didn't write it or not. But I don't know. If for him, it probably does definitely like, damn, he got to win. But at the same time, it's like niggas is not
I
giving
mean,
me
either way,
credit.
it's a win for him.
It is a win for him, no
The
matter
last
what.
thing people was talking about Benzino was
All this,
being with a tranny or something.
all the spooky stuff, all that stuff, and not even
he,
just that. Him and his daughter beef, and just Matt
yeah,
Benzino been
he ain't had nothing positive.
he been thrown
So
all around the internet. You know what I'm saying? Cavario, like just everything. He been thrown in all the deepest dark depths you can possibly think of in the internet. But he's still here though. He's like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, you got to give him that. But in the past couple of years, he ain't really had no positive press at all.
mm.
He was getting stopped by the police over and over, arrested. The one thing with his baby's mom, he would be over there fighting with the
Oh, that's
dude.
right. I forgot about that.
Yo, so much.
Sheesh.
He been thrown in every crevice of the internet. He was on 11 hip. He just been everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like he just been everywhere. Like so, he got some positive press now though.
So that's a win for Benzino, man. Shout out for really representing. Somebody throw a jab at you, respond. That's
Respond
that.
like
You know what I
that. So at the
mean?
end of the day, I'm
And he
rolling with
respond, like I said,
Benzino.
you ain't even heard the first one. He responded twice. I thought the first one was decent. You know what I mean?
I ain't even heard it. I gotta go back and listen to it.
So,
But like I said, shout out to
Mm.
Benzino.
Eminem, we're waiting.
We're waiting. That's all it's to it. Get yourself
Man,
together.
I'm not
and
trying to
come
wait
back.
forever. This ain't back in the day. This
Word
is
up.
the internet era. This ain't
You'll
when
get forgotten about.
this
and
ain't
be
the
shit.
takeover, and then you just waiting, and
Yeah,
then
just waiting.
ether came by surprise.
Yeah.
Like this is different times.
You got to step on it because this should be a dead topic. People won't even be paying attention to that shit no more. For real, for real.